Hello, everyone. Welcome to 2D Board Gamers. My name is Dave, and today we're going to look at my top 5 heroes that I like to play in Justice. Of course, every hero can be played in every aspect, and I do like to do the mix and match. But if I'm going to join a game in progress, or someone says, "Hey, we really need a Justice deck or a Justice player," then these are the 5 heroes that I kind of think of immediately when I play Justice. Okay, so let's start with the countdown. So for number 5, we have Cable. Um, so this is my Stop Scheming. That's my job deck. Um, so of course, Cable's all about side schemes. So we got a few side schemes here that I like to use. Build support is a good one for getting one of my supports out, like Gray Mulkin or the IPAC, or Professor. Call for Backup is one that I classically like. I guess I only have one ally. I have Jessica Jones in this particular deck, so I don't know. Call for Backup may not be that as useful. Generation X is really good because this allows you to get a hero specific event. And so that would be like the Mind Scan, which is a great card, or Telekinetic Blast if I need to do some damage. Uh, Keep Up the Pressure just allows you to grab an attack. So again, a Telekinetic Blast. Lay the Trap does damage to the villain. Lock and Load, so I can grab a weapon. So obviously I want to grab my plasma rifle. And he's psionic, so of course got Power of the Mind. So for Justice, yeah, I got just kind of the classic setup. You got Clear the Area, Crisis Averted. For Justice, multitasking, and then of course I got psionic manipulation because he is psionic. I got Overwatch, Sense of Justice, and Under Surveillance. And of course, since he's a mutant, he's got X Gene. Uh, and he's got a lot of. Does he have a lot of superpowers, or did I? Oh yeah, the Mind Scan's a superpower, and the Yeah, so yeah, he definitely has Def Focus. All right. So, anyways, that is number 5. Cable. Okay, so number 4 is another mutant, Gambit. Uh, so this deck is, well, kind of similar to Cables in a way, except for we don't have the millions of side schemes, and we don't have the Power of the Mind because Gambit is not a side, but we still have. I threw Operation Skill in here for some extra thwarting. We got Overwatch, Sense of Justice, Skilled Investigator. Um, Got a few more X-Men here because he's following the X-Men route, which gets us X-Jet, Utopia, and the X-Mansion, and Moira McTaggart. He can also do a lot of thwarting and alter ego. His basic ability is I can exhaust him, look at the top 2 cards of the encounter deck, and discard one of them and remove threat from a scheme equal to the number of boost icons. So I can do a lot of thwarting and alter ego. I got Beak, Forge, and Rogue's his signature. I like Jessica Jones is in there because she's just amazing. Breaking and entering, since I'm a thief, I can remove some threat and alter ego. Also, Creel Charmer does that as well. That's why this deck is called Creel Justice. I got Clear the Area, Crisis Averted for Justice, and Multitasking. These are kind of my staples for Justice. For Justice and multitasking specifically, and I do throw in Clear the Area a lot. Breaking and entering I like for Spies and Thieves, so that's because you can do that in alter ego. So that is my number 4, Gambit. Okay, so for number 3, we've got Black Widow. And I just played a deck very similar to this on the channel when we did our Rise of Red Skull campaign. So you could see this deck in action. I think it's pretty much the same deck. This is Spy Justice. This is a 50 card deck, but you get a lot of cards out. It doesn't feel like a 50 card deck. So we got for allies, we got Jessica Jones, both Nicks, and the Winter Soldier. We got breaking and entering because she's a spy. Clear the area, crisis averted, for justice, and multitasking are typical. Actually, I've been liking this infiltration. This is actually a nice. This is a newer card. This one came in Black Panther Shuri, and you choose a number from 1 to 5. Discard that many cards from the top of the encounter deck. Remove that much threat. And if you do get a minion, you put it into play with you. Of course, Black Widow is all about the preparation cards. So I got a practice plan in here. She's a spy, so espionage for doing some card draw, which is great. I got a lot of preparation because I got an informant. So when a minion schemes, discard informant. This activation removes threat instead of adding it. Intelligence and Overwatch, of course. But the what I really loved when I played the Rise of Red Skull campaign was having Fitzsimmons, because it was great that Leo could search the deck for one of my gauntlets and put it into play, or put it in my hand, and then Gemma could pay for it. So this was great, guaranteeing that I can get my gauntlets early, which of course are resources for paying for preparation cards. So yeah, I really enjoyed playing Black Widow. It had been a while since I played her before that campaign, so it was fun going back to one of my favorite characters. So that's number 3, Black Widow, Spy Justice. All right, so for number 2 is very similar deck. This is Nick Fury, Agent of Justice. So this is all about being more shield oriented, of course. So I got, for allies, I got Agent 13, Maria Hill. Of course, that's his signature ally, Nick Fury Sr., and War Machine. This deck is pretty close to the Black Widow one, except for it's not as, don't think it's quite as preparation focused. I mean, we do got a few. We got informant, we got intelligence. I don't have, oh, and I do have the espionage in here, yeah. Got a one way or another, multitasking, infiltration, for justice, clear the area, breaking and entering. So Nick Fury, it's all about his stealth suit. So Nick in Justice, you could stay in stealth suit for most of the game, which is really nice. Yeah, this is a pretty straightforward Justice deck. Nothing too exciting. We got the van, got a skilled investigator, sense of justice, Overwatch. But he does have a lot of attacks. So when I'm ready to attack the villain, I would use my basic Nick Fury attacks. But if we're playing in multiplayer, my job is to hopefully stay in stealth suit mode and just take out the threat and let the other player deal with doing the damage. Okay, and my number 1 is Phoenix. I am Phoenix, the Angel of Justice. This is kind of a combine of Gambit and Cable. Got the power of the mind, and I got a couple player side schemes, like kind of from Cable. From Gambit, we got the Moira, the X-Jet, Utopia. So we have the X-Mansion. We have the X-Men supports, which is great. And for allies, we got Angel and Colossus and Marvel Girl. They're all X-Men. And of course, Cyclops is her signature ally. The events are pretty much the same. Clear the area for justice, multitasking one way or another, as psychic manipulation. Generation X is really good because I can grab these Phoenix events, and especially towards the end of the game, when I get unleashed, they become super powerful. Um, this is pretty much the same. Heroic intuition, of course. So she's with thwart for 4 with that out. But the other thing, which is nice, is when you go unleashed, she still can thwart for 2. So with the heroic intuition is a great addition to her. Since Justice to pay for my events, of course, under surveillance. So this is typical Justice deck, just with the Phoenix flavor. Yeah, Justice, I don't have swingy different deck styles like I did with Aggression. They're pretty much mostly the same deck, just tailored a little bit to the hero. But yeah, these are the Justice decks that I think of when, or the heroes I think of when I'm coming to play Justice. All right. Well, anyways, thank you for watching, everyone. Please like and subscribe and click the notification bell.